Imagine owning a Mustang worth more than a mansion, a private jet, or even a small island. For Mustang enthusiasts, these cars represent the ultimate dream, the pinnacle of automotive engineering, design, and theory. This video will explore the top 5 most expensive Mustangs ever sold at auction, from rare classics to present-day production. Stick around until the end of the video, where we'll reveal a bonus Mustang to this list and a side-by-side comparison that will blow your mind. Buckle up and get ready to be amazed. Welcome to our channel, where we share everything you need to know about classic Mustangs. In this video, we're going to take a look at the top 5 most expensive Mustangs ever sold at auction. Mustangs have been an American icon since they first hit the road in the 1960s. And we're going to explore some of the rarest and most coveted models ever produced. So sit back, relax, and get ready to discover some of the most valuable Mustangs in the world. Number 5. 1967 Shelby Mustang GT500 Eleanor, $1 million. Jerry Bruckheimer had 11 cars built for the film Gone in 60 Seconds 2000, starring Nicolas Cage, but there had to be a hero car. And this is it, a 1967 Mustang GT500 called Eleanor. The dream car was used for exterior and interior shots as well as chase scenes through the shipyard city and along the Los Angeles River. There's nothing fake about this Shelby-inspired 1967 Ford Mustang either. Every component on it works, even the NOS system. An interesting tidbit about the paint scheme, it was originally supposed to be an inversion of the way you see it, with a black body and a set of silver stripes. Apparently, the painter messed up the order when they went to build the car 11 times. Oops. Oh well, that still isn't a big mistake, as this film was. The Foose-designed beast went for $1 million at a Mecum Auctions event in Indianapolis, coincidentally a sum equal to the budget of the original 1974 film. Number 4. 2020 Shelby Mustang GT500, $1.1 million. The GT500 nameplate left the market in 1970, just after Shelby had basically cut ties with the Ford brand, and thus with Mustang. However, in 2007, the GT500 name returned on the new retro-styled Mustang, now featuring a supercharged 5.4-liter V8 rated at 500 horsepower. The 2020 GT500 marked a milestone for the pony car, as the beast now had 760 horsepower and a fully independent rear suspension, elevating it from a muscle car into near supercar territory. The very first example of the vehicle was auctioned off at a Barrett Jackson's famous annual Scottsdale sale, and Craig Jackson himself plunked down $1.1 million to put the vehicle into his collection. All proceeds went to charity. Number 3. 1967 Shelby GT500 Super Snake, $1.3 million. After the GT350 had proven itself a formidable race car and a certified street machine, it was time to kick it up a notch. In a partnership between Shelby and Goodyear, this GT500 Super Snake was dreamed up as a promotional vehicle to sell a new line of Goodyear tires. Under the hood was an all-aluminum 427 V8, which produced north of 600 horsepower, aka way too much for those skinny Goodyear tires to handle, despite what the advertisement may claim. While there had been plans to build a small run of similar GT500 Super Snakes, the idea was to eventually put the bed by the bean counters and probably the pearl clutchers too. Thus, there was only one such GT500 built in 1967, which is what helped it command a $1.3 million sale price at auction in 2019. Number 2. 1968 Ford Mustang GT390 Bullet, $3.4 million. Anything with Steve McQueen's name attached to it is worth money. Hell, even mentioning his name in this article probably earned us a few ad clicks, but none of the King of Cool's possessions could match the value of the car we associate him with most. The Highland Green 1968 Mustang GT390 he drove in the film Bullet. The vehicle was sold after filming had been completed and was daily driven until a mechanical issue sidelined it for decades and kept it mysteriously hidden from the public eye. The vehicle came back into the spotlight in 2018 with Sean Kiernan, the owner's son, contacted Ford and asked if they were interested in using for promotion of the newest Mustang. They were, so they did, for about a year. The vehicle was then sold for an insane $3.4 million at auction. We're willing to bet even McQueen himself wouldn't pay that much money to have his car back, but nevertheless, the car is more than a vehicle. It's a part of history. Number 1. 1965 Shelby Mustang GT350R, $3.5 million. The Mustang had barely been on the street for a year by the time Carroll Shelby and his team at Shelby American got their hands on it, turning the once-hip cruiser into a serious race-winning monster as the GT350R. Serial number R502 is reportedly the first GT350R built, although there were a few others built at exactly the same time, so it's hard to say. What isn't hard to say is that this was the first GT350R to win a race for Shelby, and it did so on its first time out of the paddock, piloted by none other than Ken Miles. The GT350R earned the nickname the Flying Mustang after it was photographed catching air during that first famed race. The car would go on to be driven by Chuck Cantwell, Jerry Titus, and Ed Leslie until the end of that summer. R5002 would then return to racing in 1966 and keep at it until 1967 under Ford Performance Division engineer Bill Clausen. The car recently sold at Mecum Auctions for $3.5 million, making it the most expensive Mustang ever sold. That wasn't all for this video, folks. Here's a special mention for the 2022 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. The GT500 transcends muscle car confines to become a truly brilliant performance machine. It feels as track-capable as exotics costing six figures more, poised and unflappable in a way that inspires confidence. The GT500's handling is fantastic, but in our testing, the available carbon fiber track package returned huge reductions in lap times. That track-ready focus is evident in the GT500's stiff ride, which can send the hefty body skittering on choppy pavement. Then there's the engine. What a thing. Its power output is gobsmacking, and the dual-clutch transmission behind it fires off gunshot gear shifts. The GT5000 is impressively tractable, but it still demands respect. Flooring it in third or fourth will spin up the tires. Fortunately, the gigantic brakes. Whoa, this Mustang down like it's been lassoed by a wrought iron rope. American muscle cars have earned derision as haughty one-trick ponies, good at making noise, accelerating excessively, and little else. The GT500 does undo this stereotype. It's as awe-inspiring as supercars from any corner of the world. It's priced at $115,000. Shocking, right? If you're a 1967 Shelby Mustang GT500 Eleanor owner, you can buy almost 9 2022 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500s. If you're a 2020 Ford Shelby Mustang GT500 owner, you can buy almost 10. If you're a 1967 Shelby GT500 Super Snake owner, you can buy almost 12 2022 models. If you own a 1968 Ford Mustang GT390 Bullet, you can buy almost 27 of these, and if you own the most expensive Shelby Mustang 1965, priced at $3.5 million, you can buy almost 30 2022 Shelby Mustang GT500s. Thanks for watching our countdown of the top 5 most expensive Mustangs ever sold at auction. If money was no object, which one of these Mustangs would you buy? Or a private island, perhaps? Let us know in the comments which Mustang is your top pick, or if you have a dream car of your own. We can't wait to hear from you, and thanks again for watching.